support Kelly Ayotte because she's a tough, independent fighter for the people of New Hampshire.
She's really fighting to maintain the environment that we're about to inherit.
She knows what granite staters hold dear, and she's willing to fight for that.
I want a leader to protect the legacy of this environment, and that leader is Kelly Ayotte.
Citizens for Responsible Energy Solutions is responsible for the content of this advertising.
What's the best thing about being outside? Maybe it's the smell of fresh-cut grass, or the sound of the birds, or the peacefulness of a sunset. Maybe the smell of a steak sizzling on the grill, or sharing it all with friends and family.
Right now, spend $9.99 or more on outdoor furniture and get a free $200 gift coupon from our friends at Walpole Outdoors.
Great price on this boneless chicken.
Yeah, we love low prices. No bones about it.
Thousands of blue tags, thousands of low prices. My Stop & Shop. Now save every week on rotisserie chicken, just $4.99 each.
This is Chronicle on WCVB Channel 5.
In a world-class city,
Boston is home to some of the finest medical institutions in the world.
All kids should have a fighting chance.
We want our children to grow, to thrive, to be happy, to be healthy.
But Ted Reinstein reports in Boston, where you live affects how long you live.
The average life expectancy in Roxbury is just under 59 years.
Tonight, taking steps to shrink that gap. Individual responsibility.
I have a thyroid issue that I'm trying to keep under control.
Institutional response.
What can we do to help community members to feel empowered to be able to advocate for themselves?
Tackling the connection between poor health and poverty.
We see people really blossom when you take the economic stress away.
A tale of two neighborhoods.
We have to continue to be angered by it.
Next on Chronicle. Good evening. In 1960, the average American could expect to live to about the age of 70. Today, that figure is 79, and health experts expect that number to keep climbing. Good news, but how good still depends a lot on where you live. Ted Reinstein wondered why.
How long do you hope to live?
My mother lived to 90, so, you know, I'm hoping I'm going to get to at least 90.
I don't spend a lot of time thinking about how long I'm going to live.
Hopefully I'm still moving around at 90, 85, 80. It's all the same to me.
79 years is the average life expectancy in the United States, on an upward climb since the 1960s. If you live in the Bay State, you may be around a little longer, with the average life spanning about 81 years. We've long known that the rich outlive the poor, 10 to 15 years longer, and that gap is widening, according to the Journal of the American Medical Association. But where the poor live matters. If you're poor in New York City, for example, you could live into your early 80s. Shave off 10 years for lower-income folks in Gary, Indiana, where the average life expectancy is early 70s. Still, Gary residents are outliving lower-income residents in Boston's Roxbury neighborhood. According to Boston University's recent Health and the City study, the average life expectancy in Roxbury is just under 59 years. Even more shocking, just a few miles away in the Back Bay, residents live into their early 90s, a more than 30-year difference.
It's not surprising. It's incredibly sad.
Dr. Toyin Ajayi is Chief Medical Officer of Commonwealth Care Alliance, a nonprofit organization that provides primary and behavioral health care to patients on Medicare or Medicaid. She says while Roxbury and Back Bay both have Boston zip codes, they may as well be worlds apart.
Boston is home to some of the finest medical institutions in the world. It really is an incredible place to access very, very state-of-the-art healthcare. If you are privileged enough to be able to advocate for yourself, to be able to navigate the complexity of the healthcare system, to be able to really access the best of what we have to offer, this is an incredible place to be. For folks who feel outside of that system, who are unable to even negotiate transportation to get to the hospital, who struggle able to understand the complexity of the medical information being provided to them, it becomes a very daunting task to really, truly navigate the system.
What she describes is not uncommon for many lower-income residents in the city. Exceptional care and tremendous resources so close, yet so far out of reach.
You don't know how to make it?
Getting to the doctors was always a challenge for Kenya Hannaford, a busy mom of 4. So she didn't go. A friend suggested she try a nearby community health center.
It was nice because it was close to where you can walk from here to the house. I used to walk right down the street. So it was nice because I didn't have to drive. I didn't have to depend on anybody driving me. So it was just a walk away.
She finally had a place to go and learned about a medical problem she didn't know was there.
I have a thyroid issue that I'm trying to keep under control. It's hard, but I'm trying not to get to that point. It's hard, but it's getting better.
Hannaford is getting medical help, but she's lucky. Many more in her neighborhood suffer chronic, even acute conditions that can have devastating effects.
We have to continue to be angered by it, to be disturbed by it, because if we ever get to the point where we become so complacent as to believe that just because you're poor or just because you live in a different neighborhood that you have a different set of expectations for your life, then we're really in trouble.
That Health in the City study also found lower life expectancy in South Boston and Dorchester. Researchers say it's more than just a matter of low income versus higher income. Environmental and social factors also contribute to premature mortality. We'll hear more about that later in the show. And if you're interested in reading more about the study, we have included a link on our website. Well, next, a mother's wish.
I want her to be happy and healthy.
And a place to achieve it.
Our parents are fierce advocates for their kids.
Downs & Reader is the candy store for wood. Whether you're a professional or an amateur, we bring over 60 species of hardwoods and softwoods to you. For your next project, the woods of the world are at Downs & Reader. Visit us at downsandreader.com.
Looking for summer thrills? You can cliff dive, but the thrill won't last. So instead, go to the Toyota Summer Sales event. With the savings you get, the thrill will last a whole lot longer, especially since Toyota has the longest lasting vehicles. Get a spine-tingling 0 for 60 on an all-new Prius hybrid with 2 years no-cost maintenance included. Or get 0.9 for 60 on an all-new RAV4 hybrid. So forget thrills that don't last. Instead, get a long-lasting Toyota. Event ends July 5th. Toyota, let's go places.
Play with your inspiration during the endless summer sale at Boston Interiors. Stylish furniture and perfect accessories, all at prices that will surprise and inspire you to refresh your home today. Hurry, sale ends June 30th.
Downs & Reader is a candy store for wood. Whether you're a professional or an amateur, we bring over 40 varieties of cabinet-grade plywoods to you. For your next project, the woods of the world are here at Downs & Reader. Visit us at downsandreader.com.
Tonight, a little girl and her grandmother hit by an SUV.
The car chase, police say, triggered the crash.
Training drill turned real-life rescue.
Firefighters prevent tragedy on a local river.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news and News Center 5 at 11.
Childbirth is a universal experience, and the hopes that parents have for their kids, pretty universal as well. Let them grow up healthy and happy. But the circumstances of that growing up, not so universal, says Ted, and that makes a lot of difference.
Everybody, and welcome. And it's so nice to see we have a range of age and babies here this morning. I think our oldest is maybe two, yeah, and Patrick is brand new, who's 4 weeks old. So welcome.
Social worker Christine Sweeney leads a weekly new moms group at the Dedham Health and Athletic Complex. As babies play, mothers share their concerns, challenges, hopes, and dreams.
I really hope that she lives in a world where
it doesn't matter what you look like or the color of your skin or how much money you make. I hope that she's valued and treated with respect. And I guess like all of you, you know, I want the world for them. I want her to be happy and healthy.
I hope that he gets to keep his innocence and his sense of wonder for as long as humanly possible without unduly sheltering him from the realities of the world. Like, that is my hope. And that he's physically healthy, right? And that he eats a vegetable would be like lovely.
I've been leading groups for almost 20 years now, seen lots of different moms, and those I think are essentially the same things. We want our children to grow, to thrive, to be happy, to be healthy.
A sentiment echoed just about everywhere, including the disparate neighborhoods of Boston's Back Bay and Roxbury.
Our parents are fierce advocates for their kids. When I see our parents in our Head Start and Early Head Start program, they're pushing their kids, they're trying to get their kids into every program possible.
Dr. Maisha Minter-Jordan runs Roxbury's Dimmick Community Health Center. Jordan points out that differences in economic and social conditions influence differences in life expectancy.
People who live in the area that we serve in our community, they have the issues of joblessness. They have the issues of potential homelessness or being on the verge of that. Much less home ownership, so you could get kicked out of your apartment at any time if the rent goes up and you can't afford it. I mean, I think there are so many environmental factors here in Roxbury: access to parks, the ability to exercise, transportation issues, the cost of food,
and food quality. In March, this Roxbury Stop and Shop on Blue Hill Avenue closed briefly due to unsanitary conditions after mice were discovered near food in the store, a stark contrast to the produce and quality food at this Back Bay grocer. Additionally, Jordan says racism and violence contribute to Roxbury's under 60 average lifespan.
The amount of violence and trauma and stress that we see, all that we see in terms of the stress related to racism in and of itself has been proven to cause cardiovascular events and is correlated to diabetes very strongly. So I think all of those factors that we see in Roxbury contribute to that.
Jordan says improving life quality and longevity should be public policy issues so that everywhere parents' dreams for children can become reality.
I know our governor and our mayor, they both see the disparities and they're trying to allocate resources to help, support for those that are on the front lines and doing this work. Community health centers in particular, I think, is something that's needed. We need to look at the availability of parks, of space. There's so many different levels that we need to address this on that are all possible, but also it's empowering and having these kinds of conversations to say, what can we do to help community members to feel empowered, to be able to advocate for themselves? Because it's not a matter of feeling as if we need to help people. It's allowing people to help themselves, helping people to help themselves and help lift themselves out of these situations. But it's also making sure that the organizations that provide social services have the funding that they need to be able to continue doing this work of empowering families.
In an effort to get people exercising and hopefully extend their lives, the Dimmick Center started the Road to Wellness 5K Run Walk. This year's event is planned for September 10th and is free to members of the Roxbury community. Well, next, she's holding herself accountable for her health.
I just weighed myself this morning. I lost 4 pounds.
And spreading the message to others.
We try to teach them how to make meals out of your WIC benefits.
Nick Jonas and Mark Wahlberg, both on Ellen.
Today, it seems like we're always on the run. So wherever you are, DCU Mobile Banking lets you make deposits, transfer money, pay bills, check your balance, and stay in great financial shape.
The Ford Freedom Sales Event is on. Hurry in for our biggest event of the year. Now get a Ford F-Series with 0 for 60, giving you freedom from interest. Plus, for a limited time, get a 1,000 smart bonus on specially tagged pickups. America's best-selling trucks 39 years straight are built Ford tough. Now lease a Ford F-150 for just $199 a month. Just $199. And all military, even veterans and their families, get an additional $750 bonus cash.
I see these mattress ads 60% off. Well, my favorite, it just arrived and it's already 50% off. I wonder, how many mattresses did they really sell at the regular price? The real answer is probably none. They want you to think you're getting a deal, but you're not. These deceptive claims really bother me. At Jordan's, there's only one price, the lowest price. So go check them, and then check us. At Jordan's, the price is the best price every day, and that is a promise.
If you are even thinking about buying a new or pre-owned vehicle, this is an event you can't afford to miss. It's our Herb Chambers 4th of July sales event going on now at all 56 Herb Chambers dealerships. Every luxury, every top import, and every domestic vehicle is priced with incredible savings. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Hurry! Our Herb Chambers 4th of July sales event ends Sunday, July 3rd at 5 p.m. Visit herbchambers.com to learn more about these limited time offers.
It's hot summer fun at Mohegan Sun. Turn up the heat with Double Up Mondays, Cash Dash Tuesdays, Boots and Brews Country Wednesdays, Cash Craze Thursdays, Free and Fun Fridays. Party on the rooftop every week, worth the wait weekends, and so much more. Hot summer fun is here at Mohegan Sun now through September 4th.
Is it smarter to buy a new car or a used car? Well, you can save a lot of money either way because DCU gives you the exact same amazingly low car loan rate on new cars or used cars. So you decide.
Walk, run, ride with WCPB Channel 5.
Join me at Boston's Purple Stride, Sunday, August 14th.
Boston's community leader.
Are systemic issues that play a role in the life expectancy discrepancy, big problems that society needs to solve. But Ted discovered there are also small steps each individual can take, starting at the kitchen table.
It tastes better, right? And it's healthier, right?
It's not easy to get 4 kids to eat healthy, but Kenya Hannaford is determined to make it happen.
I've been cooking spinach, broccoli, a lot of vegetables that I never did before, a lot of healthy stuff. Eating less. Serving out the less, small portion. I knew I had a thyroid issue when I got pregnant with him, but I didn't care for it. I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't know what it was then, now that I do now. You know what I mean? So now I'm taking care of it. I just weighed myself this morning. I lost 4 pounds. I have one particular son that he's kind of on the overweight side. He's also lost weight. So I'm proud of that.
The 37-year-old Roxbury native didn't think much about her health until she got involved with the Whittier Street Health Center.
It was like family-oriented place. It was friendly, still is, and it was close by. I could walk. It's fun. Highly is not in your WIC benefits, but you can also...
She gives back to Whittier by teaching families how to prepare healthy foods with assistance they receive through the Women, Infants, and Children program.
Some moms or I want to say some families just get the WIC, but they don't know what else to do with it, like different recipes. So we try to teach them how to make meals out of your WIC benefits. So we do food demos. It's fun.
Eating better is one of several ways the Whittier Street Health Center is working to narrow a 33-year gap in life expectancy between this area of the city and the Back Bay, a goal they believe is as close as the neighborhoods themselves.
We have a lot of work cut out for us, but the hope is that people will have access to quality care that can make a difference in their lives. And we know that it's going to take a lot of work and creativity. I think it's possible.
Patients can see a doctor in the morning, harvest vegetables midday at the community garden, and get a workout at Whittier's brand new and affordable fitness center.
I wasn't a workouter, and I did buy a membership and didn't use it until I really went down to see what the gym was like, and it was awesome. You know, the machines, the people, you know, the staff down there is amazing. So encourage you and help you, whatever you need. Yeah.
Something like a fitness center, which is very affordable and is close to where you live, increases the chances of you actually going there and working out. You know, the community garden that we have, which is available to patients who live in the neighborhood. It's easily accessible. We have nutritionists who work with residents of the community and help them take care of the garden, harvest all the vegetables, and then teach them how to cook them. So again, it's available right here in the city. So those kinds of things really make a huge difference to people feel like it's a part of the community.
And they say it takes a community to raise children. For Kenya, that community is Whittier Street, and the lessons she takes from their kitchen to hers.
I was the type of person I can just eat whatever I want. Nobody could tell me anything. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat diet food. I'm not. But now that I'm getting older, and now that I have kids too, I have to live for them, because if I'm not here, who will do it for me? You know. So that's something that I take in consideration.
And Kenya told us she's really getting into the idea of eating better. This summer, she's especially looking forward to Whittier Street's farmers markets. Well, next, Freddie Hollins has a goal.
I plan to go try to get 102.
And he's found a place to live that might help him achieve it.
The average rent at the Spencer House is $250 a month, and that includes your utilities.
See why more people watch News Center 5 at 11, Boston's news leader.
Turn up the creative possibilities with a free fabric or leather upgrade. Make a style statement while you save. Only for a limited time, only at Circle. Furniture created around your ideas.
This is what precision feels like. Magnetic Ride Control actively monitors road conditions 1,000 times per second to deliver a comfortable ride.
1,000 times, huh? Yep, per second. How about that?
This is the new, meticulously crafted 2016 Sierra Denali from GMC. This is the precision of professional grade. Or current lessees can get this low-mileage lease on this specially equipped Sierra SLE V8 for around $289 per month.
Find your dealer at newenglandgmc.com.
This 4th of July, Nissan's giving you 1,000 more reasons to celebrate. Choose excitement, capability, safety, and get holiday bonus cash. During Nissan's Free to Choose event, get up to 1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers, like a $139 per month lease on Altima. Hurry! Bonus cash ends July 5th. Shop at your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com today.
We're buying a house, our first, and the idea of a mortgage freaks me out. We're not good with money.
The idea of renting for another year freaks me out. And we're fine with money.
Rockland Trust has us in a great first-time home buyer program, and we can call with questions anytime.
Which he does. All the time.
That's what they're there for.
Have questions about money? You're not alone. Bring them to Rockland Trust.
Looking for summer thrills? You can fly a wingsuit, but the thrill won't last. So instead, go to the Toyota Summer Sales Event. With the savings you get, the thrill will last a whole lot longer. Especially since Toyota has the longest lasting vehicles. Get a breathtaking $243 a month Tacoma 4x4 lease with no cost maintenance included. Or get a $330 a month Tundra 4x4 lease with no cost maintenance. So forget thrills that don't last. Instead, get a long-lasting Toyota. Event ends July 5th. Toyota, let's go places.
Turn up the creative possibilities with a free fabric or leather upgrade. Make a style statement while you save. Only for a limited time, only at Circle. Furniture created around your ideas.
Chances are you will live longer than previous generations, but how will you live? For advice, we spoke to two senior citizens with very different backgrounds, but very similar strategies for making the most out of life, no matter the age.
He works out nearly every day, and at 84 years young, Freddie Hollins has no plans to slow down.
And so I tell people I plan to go try to get 102.
Getting to his 8th decade, Freddie admits, has not been easy. He's seen friends die before him.
And plenty of people died young.
And survived what he describes as racially charged violence.
And when I got there in the mob, the kids was running the mob. They said, we're going to kill, excuse my expression, they said, we're going to kill you today.
How do you connect them then?
Still, when he thinks back, Hollins says things could have been worse. He held a steady job, provided for his family, and now is an active member of Rogerson Community's Spencer House in Roxbury.
Our staff expects you to be engaged. They expect you to continue to be involved in active life. And it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter how disabled you are, we take you where you are and start there. Our elder people that when they suffer a loss, they substitute. So they continue to make friends through their lifetime. They continue to take on new learning experiences. You have this tremendous disparity in life expectancy. But we see people really blossom when you take the economic stress away. And they blossom in terms of engagement and also in terms of health. I've heard your reputation.
Oh,
I have.
Not quite.
No.
Jamie Siegel is president of Rogerson Communities, a group of residences that provide low-cost housing and health care to a mostly older population.
The average rent at Spencer House is $250 a month, and that includes your utilities. And if you need a lot more assistance than that, including skilled nursing every day, then we provide adult day health programs for elder people. We want you to stay in your apartment until you die. One thing that I've learned is that you cannot categorize people as elder and know anything about them. I know that genetics are a factor, but I think it's a much smaller factor than the nurture factor.
A few miles away in Back Bay, 74-year-old Fran Early is always looking for new experiences. She recently spent months in Guatemala, then wrote a book on volunteerism.
Part of what the book is about is learning how to respect and value the people you go to help. When we go in and feel sorry for them, we insult them. And when we go in to learn about their culture and what we can learn from them and where we can share from our two respective cultures, then we make music.
Appreciation for others and for things in her life have kept Early happy as she ages, despite difficulties.
Right after I retired, I broke both legs in Beijing. You know, when I broke my leg, and friends kept saying, well, you're so positive. And I said, well, it's an easier way to go. I'm just grateful I was wired that way. I don't deserve any credit for it. I know people who can't be that way when they're in pain. And it just seemed to me it was preferable.
Living long for Fran means a positive outlook, regular gym sessions, and faith.
I subscribe to my mother's theory. My biggest fear is living too long. What I hope is I will deal gracefully with whatever I'm dealt.
Early accepts the hand she's dealt, just as Holland does. These two seniors, whose opportunities and environments differed for decades, now share a philosophy on life.
To love everybody, treat everybody right, and live right yourself. So these are the things that I do all my life.
And as you heard, faith is a big part of Fran's life, Freddie's as well. And that is Chronicle for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm JC Monahan. We're back here tomorrow, 7:30. Hope you'll join us then. Good night.
Chronicle Thursday, like new clothing for men.
Unbelievable brands at incredible prices.
Train like a skater without the ice.
We call it the skater booty workout.
Drive your dream car for the day.
I'll take it.
What's new? Chronicle Thursday. Every surprising development, every twist and turn for unmatched convention coverage. Stay with WCVB News Center 5, Boston's news leader. Tonight's primetime lineup on Channel 5 is sponsored by Fios by Verizon. Fios is not cable. We are wired differently. Visit getfios.com.
Want to drink more water? With SodaStream, you turn plain water into sparkling water in seconds. And because it's so delicious, you'll drink 43% more water every day. SodaStream. Love your water.
What makes for a better 4th of July sales event? Easy, a pre-4th of July sales event with incredible deals like 0% APR financing for up to 48 months, plus no payments until next year on the 38 MPG Highway Elantra and the 38 MPG Highway Sonata, along with America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles, 5 years longer than Toyota and Honda. Hurry in now and get the Elantra for just $109 a month for 36 months with $22.29 due at signing. Don't wait. This event ends June 30th.
The backyard of my dreams. No matter the event, no matter the season,
With Cambridge Paving Stones, our dreams are the life of the party.
And only Cambridge Paving Stones have ArmorTech, our unique process that produces a rich color that will look the same for years to come.
The reality is, with Cambridge, the only limit is your wildest dreams.
Cambridge Paving Stones with ArmorTech.